Alright, episode 5. It looks like it's going to be the one that the animatic had, where it was finally going to address about Scootaloo directly. Unfortunately, because it's so early in the season, I don't think she'll get her mark, which I was really hoping based on what the preview was. But at least we should get some definite answers on, is it that she can't fly yet, or is she actually crippled? Also, look back at the other episode 5s. You know, I intended this originally to look at the other episodes to be like, is this episode number usually a good or bad? And so far we've had a mix. And it would be easier to compare all the two-parters together. But for the 5th episode, let's see, we've got Griffin the Brush Off, which is not that good. Sisterhood Social, which I enjoyed quite a bit. And Magic Duel. Okay, so again, it's mixed, but the last 2 seasons have been pretty good for 5th episodes. Of course, that has no bearing on what this episode will be, because there's not a pattern of episode 4 is always bad, 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 or episode 6 is always good, good, good. I mean, that can't be the case. Ghostbusters was a 6th episode. Trixie sucks.
Today, we have 2 special guests with a very special announcement. Every pony, welcome the head of the Equestria Games, Ms. Harshwinny.
I would have thought that she'd have a different designation.
Thank you.
Like if she does a lot of stuff besides the games.
I'm sure you all know about the Equestria Games, where ponies from all over the land compete for glory in various athletic pursuits. Well, now you littlest ones will have the chance to compete for a weighty responsibility of your very own.
So it's been a year and it's in Ponyville now? What? Okay. For a second I thought she was just breaking in. I forgot they said there would be a second.
Harshwinny the coolest, most spectacular, most rockin' routine, and you're going to the games. So who's gonna be the lucky ponies? It's gotta be me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's us. Maybe it's us.
The second one I've never seen before. How did you two get into the intro too?
Gets to carry the Ponyville flag at the Equestria Games. Oh, you are gonna love this.
Or have the games not happened in the Crystal Empire yet?
Please curb your over-enthusiastic outbursts. Now then, let me be clear on the rules. You ponies will form teams. Each team will create their own flag-carrying routine. Every pony will be judged on grace, style, and originality. There's a most complicated scoring system, which I will elaborate upon now. Firstly...
get to the nitty-gritty later. Tell him the important stuff, like who's the coach? That's right, me! And you know why I'm qualified to coach you? Guess who carried the Cloudsdale flag in the games when she was a little filly? Me! I'll never forget it. I burst into the stadium.
Are we going to get a flashback or just backstory?
Flapping in the breeze. I did tricks with that flag, the likes of which no pony saw before, and no pony seen since.
Professionalism, Miss Dash. I must insist. If you want to keep your job as coach of these ponies, you must maintain a professional attitude and keep your emotions in check. Am I making myself absolutely...
I really like characters that are annoyed at the world, but she's kind of snooty at the same time.
Professionalism is my middle name. Rainbow Professionalism Dash.
Well, in 3 days' time, Ms. Dash will accompany any pony competing to the Crystal Empire, where you will demonstrate your routines for me and the other judges.
Yeah, the games are probably like
very professionally
4 years or so, probably, to sync up with something else that is also of Greek origin.
Get ready to train, and train hard, because I know this opening ceremony is the single most important thing that will ever happen in your young lives. But I
Is Pepper Dash the only one we've seen with a hat? Like, I know she's worn it before, but still, I can't think of anyone else. Not noting Applejack, I mean like a normal hat.
And show me your flag carrying skills. I am at it. Professionally. See how professionally?
Ugh. Ponies! The most important thing is this. Your routine needs to show what your town means to you. So, do Ponyville proud. Work hard. Be bold. Wow me. That is all.
So what do you say we come up with the perfect routine and win this thing? I'd say that's fruit and terrific. But there's one problem.
I'm happy to see Apple Bloom, but that line...
Listen, some pony in our class is going to carry that flag, so it might as well be us. Crusaders, are you in?
Squidward is probably going to be better flag carrier because she can hold it upright with her wing while still having all her hooves.
Right?
Should be at the same point as what Apple Bloom could do,
Special about
except holding the
Ponyville?
flag without tying it to her.
I've got it. It's a place where different kinds of ponies live together as friends. Earth ponies like me. Unicorns like me. And Pegasi like me. So somehow we gotta figure out a way to show that in our act. We're gonna need a plan. And a lot of hard work. And a whole bunch of practice. But take it from me.
Got a box, Scootaloo, but Sweetie Belle can't use magic either. Yeah, well, not normally. Oh, a song?
We're the toughest little ponies in town. Got the moves, got the mojo. No harder working ponies around. We are a trio. Work as a team. We'll be the first ponies out on the flag waving scene.
Shading. Or shadows. Or, you know what I mean.
Going when the going gets tough. We know our very best is just never enough. We're kinda short, so what? We don't get defeated. We could take a little break, but we don't need it. We've got hearts as strong as horses. We've got hearts as strong as horses. We've got hearts as strong as horses. We've got hearts, hearts strong as horses.
Pretty sure I'm not misremembering. Is this the first song of season 4?
When we put our minds together, we can achieve. We're the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and you should believe we've got determination to represent the nation for the win. We've got hearts,
Something about this sounds more like an Industrial song.
we've got hearts as strong as horses. We've got hearts as strong as horses. And we're playing to win. As we gallop to glory, we can conquer any challenge we're in. We've got hearts, hearts strong as horses. Hearts strong as horses.
I wouldn't say I was a fan of that song. I wouldn't say I was a fan of that song, but most of the time I'm not a fan of
We're
the
going
songs
to
that they
win
actually
for
sing.
sure. We already have the most divine routine planned. It's absolutely sure.
Well, I was hoping they'd keep circling so I could make a witchcraft reference.
Crush. But we're winners, and we have hearts. Sure, but you know what you don't have? Your cutie marks. Flag, flags, flag, flags, flag, flags. What does that have to do with flag carrying? Having cutie markless ponies represent Ponyville would be unthinkable. And we, of course, already have our cutie marks. So we know who's gonna be in the winner's circle.
I wish Silver Spoon would get her own
Two,
time.
cutie marks or no cutie
It
marks.
should be interesting if she wasn't just
Crusaders are
influenced
gonna
by Donna
carry that
Tiara.
flag at the games. May the best ponies win. Game on.
Aren't they supposed to be in teams of 3? So who are they
Show
going
me
to
what you got, cutie mark Crusaders, and make it good. Don't worry, we will. Now, this is just a little something we threw together. It's not perfect yet, not even close. Let's watch the cutie mark goof satyrs do their sad little routine. They're gonna be a hot mess.
Voucher the bow wow.
Since the dawn of recorded time, in one town of amazing amazingness, 3 types of ponies coexist. We are Earth ponies. We are unicorns. We are Pegasi. And the town
I
where
guess that was
friendship
like
reigns
Earth
is
Pony
our
magic
home.
for
Now,
growing,
welcome
maybe?
to the stadium, the flag of the place we love best.
No,
Ponyville forever! Yay!
that was pretty good. That was better than the Crystal Empire one that the main 6
It's
did.
kind of a work in progress. So, what did you think? That was amazing! Wait, hold on now. Gotta stay calm, cool, and collected. To give a calm, clear analysis... Wait, you whipped that act together just yesterday? That is... Professionalism, Dad. Keep those emotions in check. Overall, it was kinda, sorta...
Just say it was good.
Overall, it was okay. Keep working hard. Who knows? You might have a shot. Gotta go. Yeah. Do y'all think she liked
Okay,
it?
it is a fair point
really
to
sure.
say it's
You heard
okay,
her. If we keep working hard, we
keep
might have a
improving
shot. So let's keep working. Trap to
except for the fact that it's those 3, so improving it probably means screwing it
I
up.
can't believe I'm saying this. They could win. But how do we stop them? We already called them Black Flanks. Then we need to find a new way to get under their skin. Or maybe get under their wings.
Voucher the bow wow.
Girls, we just wanted to say your act is quite impressive. Wait, what? Thanks? Oh, but of course, as a matter of fact, we think you're very brave.
There we go.
Brave? Why? Isn't it obvious? It is to us. In fact, it's obvious to every pony. You're showing all 3 types of Ponyville ponies, yet you have a Pegasus pony who can't even fly! What in tarnation does that have to do with anything? I'd say not being able to fly has everything to do with everything, doesn't it? I mean, a Pegasus pony at your age? You should have been flying long ago. So what if my wings can't get me off the ground? Your career as a flag carrier isn't getting off the ground either. Miss Harshwinny will never pick a Pegasus pony who can't fly to represent Ponyville in front of all of Equestria. Miss Harshwinny never said anything about that. I would have thought
Just a
that was
random
obvious.
thought aside, I kind of wonder
Have
if
fun practicing anyway.
Silver Spoon's
Even if
cutie
your
mark
routine
actually
will never-
means that,
How shall
like,
I say?
all her
Take
kids will be
Don't listen to them, Scootaloo.
successful or,
Scootaloo?
like,
You okay?
well,
This
not
routine
well
isn't
bred,
working
like,
how it is. We've got to rethink my part in the whole thing.
like a good upbringing, I guess.
If we want to win, I'm gonna have to fly. Is that even possible? In bad tomorrow? Maybe I can fly if I work twice as hard. See? Ugh. Maybe 3 times as hard. Golly, I don't know, Scootaloo. I don't think that's the problem. Well, I know this for sure. Flying is the only way we're gonna win.
Okay, so they actually succeeded at
Is this a good idea?
trying to screw up their demonstration.
I'll just work 4 times
So now
as hard.
Scootaloo's all distracted.
Probably not.
But they still haven't actually addressed it.
Guys,
Can
try
she,
again.
or can't she?
Well, we've been rehearsing all the livelong day. We're getting tired. Fine, we'll skip to my big, impressive flying entrance. So you've done the do-si-do to the left, then to the right, and then there's the hoop. Then I come in. Not quite what I had in mind. We'll just try that part again. I liked our routine the way it was. Me too. But all she cares about now is flying. Don't worry. I'll be flying high tomorrow at our final run-through for Rainbow Dash. I'm gonna get this. You'll see.
It's kind of screwed up that Rainbow Dash
Cutie Mark
is
Crusaders, this is your final run before you show
the one
up at the
judging
stadium
this, so
tomorrow.
she can't
I
ask
know you're
for
gonna
help.
absolutely, positively
Even so, she might not ask.
have a lot of fun. Okay, go. Ponyville, home of the friendship. Friendship, right? There are three kinds of ponies.
Oh. I was kind of wondering, why are they doing so bad? It's supposed to be Scootaloo that's screwing up.
Sorry, I'm just tired. And then I dip, and then we turn it. Sorry. Ta-da! So, what you think?
That's, good and all.
I just thought maybe possibly you might want to go back to, say, the first version of the act, which was, I don't know, what's the word? Better? Just do the routine as it was.
Don't mess with success, right? Seriously. Now I
I'll
need
sure
to
just fly at her.
go coach these other ponies.
And don't forget, we've got to catch the early train for the Crystal Empire. See you in the morning. What are we gonna do? We're competing tomorrow and I still can't fly.
Wait, you need to go to the Crystal Empire to compete? I thought they were doing like one for every
Me too. I'm
town,
tired, I'm hungry, and now
and then
I
we're
hate
competing to
this
find out
routine.
who goes
It feels like it's
from
all
their
about you
town.
now. She's right. It's like you don't even
Why would
need
you
us anymore.
have them all compete at the
Of
place that
course
they're
I
going to
need
do it in the
you.
end?
Without you two, who's gonna hold up the hoop? Ugh, you don't listen to yourself. Forget it. I'm going home to get some sleep. So, are you gonna leave me too? We've got to catch the early train to the Crystal Empire. I better get some rest. See you in the morning, Scootaloo. Come on, Scootaloo.
Never really heard that
Do it for Pony.
tone from Sweet About,
Just gotta try 20 times
which is good,
as hard. Yeah.
especially for the actual
30 times. That's hard.
Shouldn't she know
Just
about sleep
a
from
little
last season?
harder.
What's that butterfly again?
I can't fly. I just
Same design Discord had.
can't.
Not making any connections.
Scootaloo?
Why would you even do that?
Where is she? She better get here
See,
soon.
Carrot
This
Top
here train is
and,
about to leave.
or
Here
well,
I am.
Golden Harvest and
We were scared you were gonna miss the train. I'm not going. What? I'm the weak link. If I go and fall, flop, or do anything but fly, I'm gonna blow it for you two. I can't believe you're quitting on us. But you're better off without me. But that's not true, Scootaloo. You know what, Sweetie Belle? Forget it. If she's gonna quit, we don't want her, and we don't need her. Fine. Fine. Fine.
All aboard!
well, there's no way you can catch up now, I guess. Well, unless Rainbow goes and gets you.
How's my favorite routine going today?
Oh, I just can't keep it in.
I want you to win so bad. Oh. Then Scootaloo does that through the hoop.
Well, there ain't gonna be a Scootaloo. She's staying home.
She's what?
She got it in her head that the only way to represent Ponyville was by flying in our routine. When she couldn't do it, she told us that she was quitting.
And then you tried to stop her from doing that, right?
Well, actually, we kinda told her, and we didn't want to quit her.
Hang on. Are you nuts? You're a team, and a team never leaves a friend behind. Come on.
Sorry you can't make it. We'll take a picture for you from the winner's circle. I do not like them
Oh,
one bit.
yeah.
Put on some speed, girls.
Oh. Oh. I thought she was giving up on flying, but no, she's just gonna...
Throwing away
Yeah.
your scooter?
She's got
About
multiple scooters. She
Yep,
lost them,
but not
what,
just
3
me.
times now or so?
I don't want to see them. And what are they doing here anyway? They're supposed to be on the train. We're not going. Not without you, Scootaloo.
What's gotten into you, Scootaloo?
I didn't want to ruin their chance to win just because I couldn't fly.
And who said you had to?
But flying's what Pegasus ponies are
Mhm.
supposed to do. You flew when you carried the flag in the games.
But that was me.
Yep.
You're you. And it just doesn't matter if you can fly or not. Your routine was amazing because it represented exactly what makes
Skipping
Ponyville
around it.
special.
You do still know what that is, right? Friendship. 3 kinds of ponies living together as friends, just like us. Earth ponies, unicorns, and pegasi. But Rainbow Dash, what if my wings never grow? What if I never fly? Listen, Scootaloo, maybe you'll fly someday, or maybe you won't. You're all kinds of
Okay,
awesome
so they
anyway.
gave
Who's
a
the
green
toughest
light
little
for
pony in town?
potential,
Got the moves, got the
but at the same time
mojo.
green lighted that she might never.
Walking pony around. We are a trio. Work as a team. We'll be the first ponies out.
No, they didn't answer it, but I'm fine with this.
So let's get to the Crystal Empire and let's do the routine as it was. And let's
Oh,
win
too late.
this
You
thing.
left. Oh. Well, that works. If it wasn't for the fact that they just had a discussion about she hopes she could still fly, and they said it's possible, but it's a good callback. This would seem like the moment where she would get a cutie mark.
Ponyville forever.
Flash? No.
In the Equestria Games, the Ponyville flag will be carried by Cutie Mark Crusader.
Now everyone knows the name, and all shall fear. Whoa, okay. All shall left them, and then when they find out more about them, then they figure.
Look, what you 3 did was acceptable.
Acceptable? Acceptable? Why, it was totally, stupendously the single most amazing thing I've ever seen!
Contain your excitement, Miss Harshwinnie. Remember, professionalism.
Yes.
You know, it almost seems sad that she got such an awesome cutie mark as a gold trophy, but... Oh, wait.
You know what this means, right? What? We are totally gonna get cutie marks in flag
What?
carrying.
Oh.
Yeah!
Alright, let me finish my thought first before I end this, and then do the recap. One is that Scootaloo looking there, it almost seemed like, oh, maybe it's not going to be the scooter because she didn't get it for that, but given that last line, who knows? And then, the other thing I was saying about the gold trophy is it seems kind of sad that you get an awesome mark like a gold trophy, but then your talent goes into just kind of prepping big athletic things. She might have been an athlete a long time ago, and that's what she's changed to, but if that's the case, then it's probably not as bad. Anyway, it's actually been, I think, 3 full weeks. Flight to the Finish was good. It definitely is not better than Sleepless in, was it Sleepless in Ponyville? Yeah, I think so. Where now Scootaloo has had 2 episodes, and both have been good. I mean, this one was good, the other was really, really good. It was a mix of less than I expected and more than expected. There were things I missed, like the fact that Scootaloo actually had a room that they showed. They didn't really show her house or anything, though it didn't seem to be made out of clouds. Again, it's another case of, I know others bring this up, awkward reviewer especially, is that the boys never get really any punishment, which, sure it is a kid's show, you're supposed to show kind of a better way of things turning out all the time. But bullies getting away with stuff is how things commonly are. Really not going to fault the show for doing it that way. Though again, I want them to do an episode on Silver Spoon, because she, just by her position and how she acts in a number of the few scenes she's in, she has the easy potential to have a lot more story to her. Like, I even thought of I don't remember if it was, like, partly a dream or it was just kind of me thinking. I came up with essentially most of an episode for Silver Spoon that would actually be fairly decent. It was just the baseline of what an episode would be, but it would go into her mainly just following Diamond Tiara's orders and Diamond Tiara's taken away for some reason, like she's on a sudden trip or in the hospital or whatever. She tries to bully the CMC without Diamond Tiara, but has no real ability to, and when she's either reverse bullied, probably not because that's kind of like Babseed, or just kind of shamed, and they kind of force her to admit that she's almost nothing without Diamond Tiara. It's not the best way to put it, but you get what I'm saying, I'm just not saying it right. And then Silver Spoon would kind of break down, and then the CMC would have to comfort her, and they start playing together, and then they become close, and everything's good. And then the way I would want that episode to end would be Diamond Tiara returns. There's a scene where Silver Spoon is given a choice between staying with the CMC or going back to Diamond Tiara, and she chooses Diamond Tiara, but she leaves a letter of, you know, we'll always be friends or something like that, and she'll do her best to try and lessen what Diamond Tiara does. So even though for all the rest of the episodes, you know, MLP likes not exactly reset buttons, but, you know, things are kind of vaguely the same enough that you can reorder episodes pretty easily. And this would put Silver Spoon back on the side of the bullying, but you'd still have the idea that she's aiding the CMC by making Diamond Tiara less awful than she is already. And probably show that by having the episode close out with Diamond Tiara suggesting something awful, and Silver Spoon kind of saying, well, maybe we could do this, and Diamond Tiara going, whatever, sure. And yeah, we don't have a direct confirmation on Scootaloo. It seems it's at least that there is the hope that they'll grow, so at this point they've set it up where they could do it either way. It'll be fine either way, and they might not even have to address it. I do miss what was originally planned for her, where, from what I've read of interviews and stuff, Scootaloo was supposed to have a 3-episode arc in the first 2 seasons, where it was supposed to address her getting over her being a cripple, that she would never fly, and then when she accepts that, she gets her cutie mark. I think it was supposed to be a scooter-related mark, but at this point there is potential that it is something else, because she did use her scooter to save the day. The other 2 CMC were pretty good this episode. Rainbow Dash was good. Overall, it was pretty enjoyable, but for things that kind of jumped over or just didn't address as much, in that the competition itself, I'm not exactly sure what that was or how that fits in anywhere, where I thought they were representing for their town, or maybe not, I don't know. It just seemed more backdrop than anything. So yeah, overall, episode good. And I'm hoping that we'll get another Scootaloo episode that actually addresses them. I really want it to be that the CMC get their cutie marks before the last season of the show, which I don't think 5 is going to be the last season, even though I don't think 5's been announced yet. It's just MLP's currently a cash cow. But it would be nice to get the CMC to get their cutie marks before the end of the show, so that they can have episodes about the CMC in the last season be about them dealing or moving on or progressing in their life, or, you know, something of that sort. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Now I've got to marathon stuff, and now I have to move to the Power Ponies. I'm not actually looking forward to this. Well, I'll see you there if you want. Whatever.